Hey guys, hope you having a wonderful evening. I decided to take a walk because I just got finished on eating, so I think it's important for me to just get out a little bit. Same old stuff. But no, I want to talk about something I haven't touched upon, and it's education. Why am I talking about education in this video? I don't know if you I don't know if you guys could relate with this or not, but if you look at our literacy in America today, it's like 60% of people could read and write, and half of the population, 42%, could read in a fifth grade to sixth grade level. And this is very concerning to me because I always wonder if we're going to ever have this is a problem for our society, because it's important for you to know how to read and write, because it prevents you from getting manipulated by anything when it comes to contract or basic necessities and all that stuff. But no, man, I've been trying to read a lot. Been trying to read as much as I can, and I'm trying to practice my cursive, which is a outdated skill. I remember people teaching you that during when I was young. But no, man, it's a true fact, man. Most people don't know how to read and write, and this is concerning, because how are you going to have a strong, intelligent people who are willing to comprehend language, especially English language, literature, and doing business and contracting? That's very, very important in my opinion. But I feel like everything is orchestrated by some kind of political agenda. You know what I mean? No, it's something I'm concerned about a lot, especially when it comes to like education. And why am I talking about this? Because I don't have an education, but I'm doing very well with myself. I could read and write, of course, but I never liked the idea of going to college because I never understood it. Why do you have to be in a college education system while you could be successful without it? And right now, people are getting their ass bitten by the student loans. And I'm not going to make fun of them. It's not their fault, because I secretly value education. I'm 30 years old. I don't have an education, but I could do a lot of things. Like I could speak 4 languages. I know I used to have training background because I used to be a CrossFit instructor. Not just that, I used to work hard labor jobs like lumber, trash man, construction worker, factory worker, mechanic, etc. And a little bit of landscaping. So I'm not afraid of working hard. However, I secretly do admire people who have more education than I do. And I'm starting to see even the educated people who go to school are very, very not intelligent when it comes to qualities and getting yourself a so-called job. And no, it's something I always consider because it's important to. Why do you need to have an education? Because it makes you successful. And the problem with the education system, in my opinion, is that it's super expensive. And half of these jobs that these people are studying won't exist 10 years from now. Especially now we're having corporation being very picky on, do you know how to use artificial intelligence? And I keep talking about this because it's important. because sooner or later you're going to be your own entrepreneur, whether you like it or not. And it's a matter of the negative time to actually see that from where it's heading right now. Artificial intelligence will be our future, whether you like it or not. The question is, are you willing to be adaptable and learn from this thing? You know, I always love artificial intelligence. Right now it's a bitch because I have to sit here and study the algorithm, and I have to work with these. I have to say the right words. I have to rethink and re-say things, because there's sometimes when I do say something, it doesn't come out right. So it's very, very important to know how to master that. And on top of that, it's important to know how to build things out of nothing. I'm a firm believer in that. But no, this thing is life-changing to me, because if it wasn't for this, man, I will be hopeless. I will be lost and confused and not knowing what I want to do, because I secretly want to travel around the world. I really do. I like to go to another country and do a review and check out the places, see if it's good, and actually put a good, healthy name in it. I think that's going to be in the future, and that's what I want to do. But no, at this point, man, it's a lot of work, and I never thought I would work this hard. And this is my vacation time, especially doing videos like this. It's really hard to entertain you guys because I have to figure out topics. I have to be comfortable in the camera, and this is not fun. I'm just gonna tell you, it's not easy. I see why people quit. But no, back to what I'm saying with education. I think education is a beautiful thing to have. However, everything's changed because of technology and conveniency. What I mean by that is, now anyone who has a degree now, whether they go to any college or any corporation ever after they graduate and move on to the next chapter of their life, it becomes useless. And people spent 4 or 5 years. And to me, that's not fair. That's not fair that these people worked really hard to make themselves better, and now they're in the point where they're talking to corporation and they don't want to hire them. And I've been hearing a lot of fake jobs lately in the social media atmosphere. Yeah. And these younger dudes, man, these younger guys who are coming out, they're being disappointed. They consider them as a failure, and not just that, they're going to jobs that they didn't expect, like McDonald's or servicing jobs, bartending jobs, and they have like $6,000 to $7,000 in debt. I'm against that. I think our taxpaying money should be funded by these people so they could have free education. I'm all about that. I love that. I mean, unless you're doing something really critical, like being a huge beneficial to society, then yeah, I understand. But no, on a matter of scale point, I think everybody should have free education. Why? Because it's important to be more educated on reading, writing, learning basic mathematical skills. Not just that, looking forward and understanding the future of our technology. Instead of learning how to be workers, how will we become makers? But guess what? No, none of our systems, doesn't matter what college you go to, don't want that. Why? Because they rely on the workers. They want you to be a worker. They don't want you to be thinkers. And that's the sad part about this country. And this is a sad part about our culture, is we don't want to be thinkers. We work. Like, how many guys you talk to and they're like, oh, how was your day? I'm like, I've been working all day. Working for what? Working on yourself? That's okay. I'm all up for that. Working on to make your own business? Yeah, I'm all about that. But if you're working for an endless job and technically thinking about you're relying on some other person's to give you a paycheck and permission to get paid, I think you're in a deep, deep disappointment in the future. Because this is not what it's supposed to be. It's important to be your own man. It's important to be your own business person. And right now we have the ability to do that. It just most people are not willing to see it. Because sooner or later, if you don't have the skills and actually learn these things, you're going to be very disappointed. It's going to be harder. For instance, I believe people who don't take advantage artificial intelligence will miss out on things. I'm a firm believer in that. And not just that, I'm a firm believer that people who don't utilize this technology to educate themselves, it's going to be only for the rich people, because they're going to price you out because of the subscription. How much you want to bet people are going to think about this and say like, oh, it's never going to happen, because right now it's free. It's basically free, and it's $20, man. The best $20 you can do for yourself, so you can actually get yourself out of the situation where you're at, because your 400, what is it, 401k is not going to help you out. It's not going to save you, because that's going to be relative. It won't exist. It won't. But you have to be willing to make the choice on being part of this or not. Because if you're not going to be part of it, you're going to miss out a lot. And all my family members who are very anti-AI, you're just hurting yourself. Because the things I'm doing right now and I'm seeing, it's amazing. It's super amazing. It's changing my way of thinking. And it's important for everybody to get a part of this. That's why I'm making this video, because we're talking about education. This is an opportunity to educate yourself something useful, so you can make your own thing. You can make your own products, your own, I don't know, the sky's the limit with this thing. But you have to be willing to come in and put in the work, whether you like it or not. And you got to understand that this thing is going to stay. No matter how much you hate it, no matter how much you despise it, it's going to stay, whether you like it or not. And this is a good opportunity for you to educate yourself. Think of it as like a free teacher you can carry around everywhere you go, and learn how to use it and teach it how to better your world. Or if you're a man who wants to be your own boss, this is a good opportunity, because jobs are not going to exist. And let's face it, it's not going to exist. And not just that, it's going to get harder for you. You're bitching about right now about your paychecks every day. It's not going to get you anywhere. I'm just going to tell you that. And not just that, you're going to be missing out on a lot of things if you're not on it. Because sooner or later, it's going to be expensive. And people who are on it since day one will succeed, whether you like it or not. And if a loser from the internet could make video games and make $1 million a year by talking about news source and being that actually the world's greatest online streamer, I'm talking about you, Asmongold. You there are gonna, it should piss you off. It should piss you off that that guy is making more money than you are by doing something simple, and just creating good, healthy content so he can keep things going. And I think sooner or later, like news, sports, games, movies, critics, politics, business, coaches, influencers will be all made by the individual. I think the future will be all about your ideas, not your work. because those days are over, whether you like to hear that or not. So what are you going to take in this video? I want you to learn how to use these things as much as you can, because sooner or later, your job is going to be replacing you, which with a illegal immigrant that can't speak any English or a robot in the future. So just keep that in mind, because sooner or later, time is ticking. And this is the important thing for you to be learning how to be creative as much as possible. And I'm sharing this because I think it's important for everybody to know about this at least, and give people a shot. But those who don't, you're missing out. I'm sorry, you're missing out. And I hope you guys take that from the grain of salt. And again, if you like the content, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. And leave down in the comments below what you guys think about this topic, because I want to hear from you guys. Again, thank you, and have a wonderful evening. And stay cool. It's really, really hot out here. Anywho, you have a wonderful day. Bye.